Supercross jumped into San Diego over the weekend, with Honda winning one and Yamaha taking another. We talked to 250 West star Cooper Webb about his injury and weekend. Arenacross stopped in Pennsylvania, and two first-time winners emerged. And one of them gives us the scoop. MotoGP tested for the first time in 2015, and we'll tell you how it went. All that and more only on the Racer X Show. Hello and welcome. This is the Racer X Show. I'm your host, Greg White. Supercross finished up in California. For now, we have Gloop's Moto Dynasty results. I'll explain more. And World Superbike is on the horizon. We have the calendar. Lots to do, so let's go.
The Racer X Show with Greg White is being presented by Acerbis, Soul and Passion.
We'll get you started with the Supercross segment brought to you by Acerbis. Heading into round 6 at Petco Park in San Diego, the first time the Monster Energy Supercross Series has been, the talk was about Ryan Dungey and Ken Roczen. Can Red Bull KTM's Dungey win again and extend that points lead? Can RCH Soaring Eagle Jimmy John Suzuki Racing's Roczen stop his recent rash of non-podium finishes and keep Dungey in sight? Out of the gate into the sweeping right-hander, it looked like number 800 smart-topped Moto Concept Racing's Michael Lessie would grab the whole shot and the lead. But he goes wide, leaving it to number 94, Ken Roczen. Behind him, number 29, Andrew Short on his BTO Sports KTM. Number 41, Trey Canard in third. Just a little ways back, number 22, Discount Tires Chad Reed here with number 3, Eli Tomac on the Geico Honda. Tomac trying to make a move on Reed. A little bump and grind, Tomac goes down. Number 18, Monster Energy Kawasaki's Davey Millsaps was trying to keep Dungey in sight when he washed out the front. And his bid for the podium is over. Back up front with Roczen leading, trying to hold off a charging factory Honda HRC missile of Trey Canard, the 41, with a great inside move. But Roczen was not giving up and would challenge Trey for the number 1 spot for a couple of turns until Canard made the final throttle twist that stuck. Even with Roczen mounting a couple of charges, he couldn't do anything about the Oklahoma native's speed and dominance, as Trey Canard takes his second win of the season and the first 450 winner at Petco Park. Dungey was 8.5 seconds adrift. Reedy had a lonely fourth, with Tomac picking himself up for 5th. Canard has sole possession of third, now 18 back. This keeps up, Canard could lead this thing by Daytona, just saying. By the time Saturday night's 250 West main event was going to start, the big question was, can Yamalube Star Racing Yamaha's Cooper Webb even make it the entire race? Why? Because of this huge crash earlier in the day, which left his shoulder torn up and him questioning if he could even make the race. There was blood in the water. Smelling weakness on the points leader, everyone was wanting to take advantage. Off the start, it was the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna of Zach Osborne who jumped out to the early lead. But with number 17 Webb, hurt shoulder and all, with a great start in second place, until Tyler Bowers on the 911 Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki forced his way past at the end of the rhythm section. 4th place Malcolm Stewart on the Geico Honda goes down. Hit park it after that. Not long after, Bowers would work the double whoop section and make his way to the front, leaving the number 16 of Osborne to the clutches of Webb. Soon, it'd be Bowers versus Webb, the fight we've been wanting to see the whole race. Would it be fireworks or straight up racing? Bowers started making mistakes, Webb goes by. That's racing. And then Troy Lee Design Lucas Oil Red Bull KTM Shane McElrath takes second from Bowers. And that is the podium, as Cooper Webb takes his 4th win of the season. Josh Hansen a solid 5 seconds ahead of Alex Martin. That's how it's going to look in the West for about 2 months, with round 7 coming in Houston, Texas in April. With such an impressive win, we now welcome Cooper Webb to the Racer X Show. Thanks for joining us, Cooper. How are you?
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Now, looking at the result sheets after round 1, you're having an amazing season.
2015 season so far has been great. You know, the whole Star Racing Yamaha team. A1 didn't go as planned. It had some rough luck and unfortunately got a 7th there, but really ever since then everything has gone great.
Very nice. But after your big crash on Saturday night, how you feeling right now?
Yeah, we had a pretty nasty spill actually in practice. That was a really bummer for me. But I'm feeling a little sore. You know, I went to the doctor today and just to kind of clear some things up, but haven't had any results yet. But should be all right. You know, luckily we have a long break right now for me to kind of heal up and recover. So
Saturday night was a huge win for you and your team. How'd you do it?
luckily, you know, I have a great team behind me. I had Dr. G there all day, you know, trying to get my shoulder to where I could race, and as well as my trainer, Gareth Wample, you know, they put in a big effort just to get, you know, taped up and to where it wouldn't be too big of a pain. And, you know, my goal was just to go out there and get points. I knew if I got 13th or better, then I would still have the red plate. And but obviously, you know, once you be on the track, you forget about that. And you know, I got off to a good start and was actually fine with where I was. You know, I had pressure from Shane behind me and was about to actually just let him by and try to settle for the podium. And you know, I just kind of told myself, well, you know, it hurts right now. It's going to hurt whether you ride, you know, at 80% or 100. So just decided to kind of block it out and go for the win. You know, I'm a very highly competitive rider, and you know, I hate losing. So for me, I just put my head down, and I knew obviously it was going to hurt, but I kind of saw that Tyler started making mistakes, so I just went for it and put my head down, got into the lead, put in a few solid laps, and you know, obviously I've been dealing with the pain ever since. But you know, I think that's what makes us motocross guys special, is we can do stuff like that.
The 250 West Championship is on a break until April 11th. What's the plan for the next 2 months?
We'll start riding some outdoors. Obviously, that's another goal of mine, is to try to do well in outdoors. So we'll start the outdoor testing and training and stuff like that. And then obviously the closer and closer we get to Supercross, kind of get back to the Supercross mode. You know, obviously our main goal right now is to get the Supercross Championship and try to get that done for sure. But it'll be nice, you know, have a nice break. And you race Supercross for so long and ride Supercross for so long that it's actually nice, you know, to kind of get back to the outdoor tracks. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for joining us, Cooper. Good luck with the shoulder and the rest of the season.
For sure. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Now on to Supercross Fantasy. I was 3 minutes late getting my picks in for the Moto Dynasty Fantasy this week, so it didn't take. It's killing me. So our producer, editor Gloop volunteered his results. Let's see how he did. In the 250s, he crushed it with an unexpected win from Cooper Webb. Nice. And Bauer's third. Look at him go. In 450s, not so lucky. He picked Roxon to win, with Kennard stealing it all. Now you can join and play anytime this season, like I'll do again this weekend. MotoDynasty.racerxonline.com has it all for you. So go there, play, and have fun with your friends. To watch Supercross live, check out Fox Sports 2 this week from Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium. 8 p.m. East on Fox Sports 2. Make sure you hashtag Who's Next on all your social media. That's our Supercross segment, presented by Acherbys. Now it's on to the AMSOIL Arenacross series, featuring Ricky Carmichael's Road to Supercross, round 5 from Wilkes-Barre, PA at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Racing was Friday and Saturday, where we had 2 first-time winners showcasing the great competition that Arenacross brings to small cities around the U.S. And here to help me talk about them, Saturday night's overall winner, Matt Goerke. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks. Glad to be on.
So how's the transition from Supercross to Arenacross going?
It's been going good. It started off well. It was a little different than I expected. Just I was consistent, so I got the points lead right away. But then I started figuring out the intensity, but I guess I went too far with it and started crashing a lot, lost the points lead. And then finally Saturday I just backed down just a little bit, and then I was able to get the win.
What happened in the 2 mains Friday night in Pennsylvania?
First main, I started second row, and I rode really well that one. I caught all the way up from second row to third, which felt like that was probably the fastest I went all weekend. But then the second one, I had to start second row again because they drew the 16, and I should have probably just been a little more patient. I wasn't, and then I just fell on my own. Just picked the bike up after falling, and I was already back. And I guess not many other people fell because I ended up finishing like 14th. Bobby and I already took the overall, and he rode really smart like I did Saturday night, and he got like a 1.5.
All right, how about Saturday night? A new day and a much different result.
Yeah, main number 1, gate drops. I came out second, which I was really happy with that. And then I stayed behind Regal for a little while. I tried to pass him a few times, but I didn't want to fall or do anything crazy, so I waited till I had a perfectly clean pass to make the move, and then I did, and then just rode smooth the rest of the race. Main 2, I think I was in 5th, and Regal went down at the beginning. I knew he got 2nd behind me, so then I was in 4th. Just stay in 4th behind Chris and stay smooth and don't fall. I'm pretty sure I have the overall, especially since I won the bracket race. So like I was thinking that while I was riding, so then I kept looking at my pit board too to make sure, like, because I knew if I needed to pass one guy, Chad would have rode it on the pit board, and he didn't. He just kept saying breathe and relax, and also I just did that and worked it out.
Well, Matt, thanks for joining us here on the Racer X Show. We appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the season.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You can watch the re-air, round 1 of the AMSOIL Arenacross series from Cincinnati, Ohio. It airs on Fox Sports 1 Wednesday, the 11th at 10 a.m. East, 7 a.m. Pacific. Last week, the Daytona Supercross track designed by Ricky Carmichael was unveiled. The same track that the Mountain Dew ATV MX Series racers will face, with some shaved-down jumps. Highlights? The starting gate moved to the west end of the tri-oval towards turn 1. Additionally, it'll be run in reverse in a clockwise rotation, something that hasn't been done in years. Hey ATV racers, you should get down to Daytona and Supercross it up. There's still gate spots available. When you enter, you get some extra cool stuff. A spot at the race, of course, gate admission starting Friday through ATV race on Tuesday, that's 5 days worth. And you can check out Supercross, the Ricky Carmichael Supercross races. You get a free ticket to Saturday night's Supercross race. Go to atvmotocross.com to register now. And pros, this is a points-paying round for you, so get signed up today. The 2015 FIM World Superbike Series is getting ready to start. Take a look at this. February 22nd from Phillip Island, Australia. A month later in Thailand. Then the European run starts, 2 each for the next 3 months. At famed circuits like the Aston TT, Donington Park, Misano, and in the U.S., July 19th at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. A hot August race in Malaysia. September is Spain, October France, wrapping things up in Qatar, October 18th. Visit worldsbk.com and schedule your trip to watch World Superbikes live. The first official MotoGP test of 2015 happened last week in Sepang, Malaysia. 3 days of good weather featuring new teams, new motorcycles, and some new riders in the premier class. Now, topping the list was two-time and reigning MotoGP champ Marc Marquez. Marquez on his Repsol RC213V posted a 158.867, the fastest lap ever recorded on 2 wheels around Sepang International Circuit. More bad news for everyone else. Marquez's teammate Danny Pedrosa was close at a 159.006. And then factory Ducati rider Andrea Iannone, 0.3 off of that. Then a trio of Yamahas with Rossi, Lorenzo, and Espargaro. American Nicky Hayden on the brand new RC213V RS, 18th of 30, 3.2 seconds back. A lot of work to be done for the Honda and the 2006 World Champ. And now it's socializing, a brief look at some social media stuff that's caught our eye. Like this bit of cross-training with Yoshimura Factory Suzuki's Roger Hayden. The Moto America road racer loves him some moto. And checking in with Chad Reed, he said this: track was tough in the main last night and didn't adapt to the changing conditions good enough to do any more than a distant 4th. Cool. And finally, Brian Roper posted this via Endurocross Instagram. This is how you get your trials bike on the bike stand. That is pretty sweet. We want you to get out and watch some racing. Supercross moves to the Central Time Zone in Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium Saturday and Saturday night. Tickets are available. Go to supercrossonline.com for more information. Get down there and check out Supercross.
The Racer X Show with Greg White is being presented by Acherbys, Soul and Passion.
Okay, that'll do it for us for now. But next week, we talk to World Superbike team owner and racer, American Larry Pegram. He's racing the American-made EBR in the World Superbike Series. But for now, make sure you check out all of our social media, Twitter and Instagram. It's Racer X Show. On YouTube, The Racer X Show. Like us, follow us, spread the word if you like. Feel free to post it all around. We love it and appreciate it. You can follow me personally on Twitter. It's at Greg White. Well, for the fine crew here at The Racer X Show and Racer TV, I'm Greg. Remember, we are all racing all the time. See ya.